Since the beginning of the automotive industry, cars have been essential to everyday life. Because of their popularity, automobiles have been heavily researched and evaluated to create improvements in both their technology and fuel efficiency, all while keeping their prices at a reasonable rate for the average citizen. This affordable transportation allows a greater adaptability than riding the bus or subway every day, while giving the driver the control to go wherever they want in a short amount of time. Something that was not offered before the car. Cars continue to change and grow, but their main impact will always be to serve our transportation needs, which is becoming more efficient every day. The working class of America is also provided with thousands of jobs related to gas cars, from factory production managers to gas station store clerks. These jobs are essential to keep Americans employed in America and living their lives in the US. It seems that advancements in transportation technology will never cease to exist. Just look back at how cars used to function. There was no such thing as satellite radio, automatic high beams, or even adjustable seats. All of these advancements came thanks to the need for greater comfort and reliability in our automobiles. Henry Ford made the first automobile in 1908 called the Model T. According to the Ford Motor Company's website, in 2015, Henry Ford's Model T put the world on wheels with a simple, affordable, durable automobile. The Model T included some technology that we still even use today, but it has been reinvented, such as its 2-speed transmission, which of course it's a lot more powerful nowadays and a lot more efficient, but that's just how it used to be, and it's been evolved like crazy. While the car's technology has been reinvented countless times to get to the cars we use today, it can still be seen as the grandfather of the modern car. Technology didn't just jump from the Model T to what we have today either. Another important milestone was the creation of the OBD2, or Onboard Diagnostics 2, in 1996. This was the first time a car was outfitted with the lights that you see next to your speedometer in your car, telling you if your battery's low or maybe if you need to check your oil. As Ben Stewart said in his 2016 article, OBD2 provided far more diagnostic capability, allowing technicians and home mechanics to find out exactly what was wrong with their car through specific codes accessed by a 16-pin connector. While the OBD2 was just one improvement to the automobiles that we see today, it's a good example of how one advancement can be placed in cars all across the globe. Today, there are countless companies across the world dedicated to the advancement of the car technology, just like the Ford company with the Model T, which I have a short timeline here that I found on their website. So in 1908, Ford produced the Model T, and then in 1908, the same year, it produced its first overseas sales branch in Paris, which went on to create, the $5 workday of basic pay for people, so that they wouldn't get ripped out of a wage that they probably should get. So that was found on their website, and it's really interesting to see how the cars have grown throughout time. So as long as there's a need for people to reach different locations, this technology will continue to grow and provide for Americans with personal transportation that they need. So when is the last time that you went a week without riding in your car? Most people probably couldn't remember a day, let alone a week. The dependence on the automobile has only increased throughout technology, while technology advances. The dependence on the automobile has grown, with the main reason being the industry is so large. According to the Bureau of Transportation Statistics, in 2002, Americans take 1.1 billion trips a day, 4 for every person in the US. With such a large need for travel in everyone's life, cars are essential to commute to schools, our jobs, or just to hang out with friends or go wherever we want every day. It's a freedom that everyone enjoys. So take, for example, a low-end car. These can range from a few hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on how much you can afford. Sure, the car might be a lot older and not newer than any other car out there on the market, but it gets the consumer from place to place and is an efficient way to be able to move around. Just not as many bells and whistles as you might see in a Mercedes or something like that. So by implementing regulations on gas-powered cars, this affordability would go out the window. Current electronic-powered cars can be found for around $30,000, but that's pretty low end, and that doesn't really get you anywhere, because usually those ones are like the small buggies that can't carry anything. They sacrifice a great deal of power for a smaller frame, and they can not really carry anything or anyone. So it doesn't get you anywhere. This sacrifice could cost the consumer their freedom to go on longer road trips or to carry more cargo when moving something heavy. This freedom can't be sacrificed at the cost of greater, maybe, fuel efficiency or electric power. It just doesn't work. Americans rely on their car almost every day, and from getting from point A to point B. This reliability is a necessity and cannot be sacrificed to put regulations on gas cars. The US automotive industry is one of the biggest and most important industries. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics database in 2017, the automotive industry includes industries associated with the production, wholesaling, retailing, and maintenance of motor vehicles. So all of these areas are essential to maintaining automotive industry standards and to produce cars that we drive every day at the most efficient manner possible. With the creations of the automotive assembly, like the line by Henry Ford, a precedent was set. Industry became all about efficiency and speed while keeping room for precision. This balance is kept in factories around the country to ensure that they can create their cars as fast as consumers can take them. The US is also a large exporter of cars to other countries that are in need of these automobiles that don't make them themselves. The US, the world, It's best stated by USASelect.gov, saying in 2015, the US exported approximately 22.6 million vehicles, valued at $65 billion to more than 200 countries around the world, with additional exports of automotive parts valued at approximately $81 billion. So, as you can tell, this quote just shows how important the automotive industry is to America's exports, as a number of the exports continues to increase each year. The impact the automotive industry has on the economy can also be seen through the employment of part manufacturers. Select.gov goes on to say that motor vehicle parts manufacturing employed, on average, just over 560,000 people in 2015. The total employment impact of the auto parts industry was estimated at over 3.62 million jobs directly and indirectly nationwide in 2012, more jobs and economic well-being than any other manufacturing sector. The impact for the automotive industry on the economy is too great to brush aside for regulations. People rely on this sector of the economy too much and make their livings. By taking these jobs away, you'd be ruining their livings. The American government would lose billions of dollars in revenue, and thousands of people would be homeless. So it's very important to keep this industry alive. The future of gas cars looks promising as well. With new technology advancements being made every day, they're getting increasingly efficient and environmentally safe. To put this in perspective, a 1966 Mustang would get roughly 14 miles to gallon, much lower than the 30 miles to the gallon they're getting today. It's over 100% increase in fuel efficiency in just 50 years. Other cars, such as hybrids and newer coupes, use their high miles to the gallon as a selling point. In some cases, these cars can be around 50 miles per gallon, and some even higher than that. The increasingly efficient fuel consumption in cars is creating a safer environment, all while saving the consumer money. Another important technological advancement is the improvement of safety precautions inside cars. These can range from park assist, which can park your car for you or just show you a camera of behind your car or even above your car in some instances, to lane departure systems that can stop your car from driving off the highway or crossing the midline. It's an advancement that could even save lives. And these technological advancements are another reason that gas cars are getting increasingly efficient and safe. So, sum it up, the automotive industry has been relied on by the American people and government. With advancements in safety, efficiency, and reliability that never seem to stop, gas cars are and will continue to be the #1 mode of transportation for American people, and it's something that we can't ignore.